Hello everybody and welcome to the Creatrix YouTube channel. I welcome you all in a fresh session of analog electronics. And my dear friends, when I say we are going to learn analog electronics from the very basic, I mean it. We will be learning from the very basic level to the very advanced level along with a lots and lots of questions. So before we do that, let me first introduce myself for my friend who is meeting me for the first time. My dear friends, my name is Ankit Goyal. I got AIR1 twice in GATE in 2014 and 2018. I was awarded the President of India Gold Medal in the year 2013 when I graduated from IIT Indore. Till date, I have trained more than 1 lakh students in the online and the offline classes and presently working as a director at an academy for GATE department. But my dear friends, the reason behind this series is because of the huge demand of analog electronics and the belief that whenever you ask for anything, we are there to deliver. Yes, my dear friends, we are here for you. We are here delivering for you. And when we say it, we'll support you to the very fullest level. And this series will help you crack GATE with the top rank. It will enable EC student to get 12 out of 12 and 5 out of 5 for electrical students. So my dear friends, if you want to learn with us live, then you can join an academy using the code AnkitESE to get an immediate 10% discount. And not only, my dear friend, 10% discount, it also brings you under my guidance so that I can help you do something that I have done. I can at least take you near to this goal. Okay. So if you also dream the same thing, then join me in this journey on an academy subscription using the code AnkitESE. Now, my dear friend, if you like the content that I deliver, you can watch more of my free videos on this URL, tinyurl.com/AnkitESE. Here you will find all my videos arranged subject-wise, chapter-wise, and you will find great content for free. And you are definitely going to love it. You are definitely going to enjoy. It not only includes conceptual videos, but it also includes problem-solving sessions. So just visit this once and you will fall in love with this URL. Don't forget it. It is a lifeline for you. And if you love the content that we are delivering on YouTube, we have created the first ever video book for you guys, where you will find all the videos along with all the notes that we provide arranged subject wise, chapter wise. So now, my dear friends, your dreams are no longer dreams. They are becoming a reality because you are getting a top quality course, well arranged, well structured, and that too for free. So what can be better than that? What can be better than that? Nothing, my dear friends. So we have empowered the dreams of those who earlier used to think that only the person with a huge amount of money can crack GATE with a top rank. No, my dear friends, that is not the case. Even you can do. Even you can do it. But yes, just you need to believe in yourself and visit this link. But remember, this is a case sensitive link, so write this in uppercase. Other than that, if you join plus subscription, you get all the top educators like me teaching you live in daily lectures, along with providing you daily practice paper, weekly quiz, test series, previous year question, practice question, crash course, rank improvement batch, and most importantly, clearing your each and every doubt. So if you join plus subscription, it is an entire world inside it. So you don't have to look outside. Once you enter plus, every need of yours will be taken care of, and we will make your journey as smooth as possible towards that destination of getting under 100, under 10 rank. Believe me, my friend, you leave that strategy part to us. You leave the content part to us. You just work hard and we will make sure that you obtain the top rank in GATE and ESE. And Iconic is a big brother of Plus. Yes, this is a little brother. So Iconic gives you everything that a Plus subscription gives, along with much more. The major part of Iconic is this personal coach, a person dedicated to you on a daily basis to get you the top rank, guiding you, getting your schedule design, making your strategy. Everything that you need to get the top rank is being done by this personal coach. He'll also create a study planner for you, which you can follow blindly and reach your destination with utmost ease. They will be analyzing your test result and tell you where you are lacking, how you can improve. So that way, my dear friend, everybody else will get a standard analysis, but you will get an analysis just tailor-made for you. Along with it, we have included study material additionally, theory and question bank, and soon we'll be introducing interview guidance into this. So this will become a complete package for a student who wants to take that journey from being an average student to sitting into a PSU or a MTech seat. So for them, this journey will be just like driving a Lamborghini to work. So that sort of a experience, that sort of a royal experience we are going to give you. So let's move on to the lecture, and if you want to join Unacademy, just make sure you use the code AnkitESE to get my guidance as well as to get 10% over and above whatever Unacademy offers you. So now let's move on to the lecture, dear friends, and let's see what we have in store for you.
Hi guys, up to now we have seen certain applications of diodes like clippers, clampers and rectifiers. In this video we will see one more application of a special type of diode called as Zener diode, and it is used to make a voltage regulator. So before going on to voltage regulator, let us discuss about Zener diode. Now as you can see in the first figure, on the both the sides of a diode, the doping is high. Plus sign means heavy doping. I told you when we talk about heavy doping, so doping as doping density increases. I told you that there are two type of breakdown mechanism. One is avalanche breakdown and other is the Zener breakdown. Now avalanche breakdown is for lightly doped PN junction and Zener breakdown is for heavily doped PN junction. So that means when I am talking about high doping, then I am talking about Zener breakdown. Then I told you that the voltage for Zener breakdown is less than voltage for avalanche breakdown. Okay, Zener breakdown occurs at a lower voltage. If Zener breakdown is occurring at lower voltage, that means if I am doing heavy doping, then in such kind of devices we will always observe Zener breakdown. Okay. So similarly, when we talk about power electronics, in power electronics we use light doping in order to have high breakdown voltage, and in that case which will be the dominating phenomena? The dominating phenomena will always be avalanche breakdown. So in analog electronics we will talk more about Zener breakdown, whereas in power electronics we will talk more about avalanche breakdown. Okay, so this is the symbol of a Zener diode. Okay, so that means if you see normal diode is like this, we have tilted these two in order to show that it is Zener diode. So what is the difference between Zener diode and normal diode? In Zener diode we have heavy doping on both the sides, due to which the breakdown is observed at a lower voltage. Okay. Now, if you see the characteristics of Zener diode, we are only showing in reverse bias region. Why I am doing this is because the region that I am interested is the reverse breakdown region of Zener diode. Zener diode we always want to operate in the breakdown region, and normal we don't want to operate in the forward bias region. So what happens in forward bias? Zener diode behaves as a normal diode. So we are interested in the reverse breakdown region of operation. Okay, we are interested in reverse breakdown region of operation in case of Zener diode. Now see what parameters I have shown in the graph. The breakdown voltage will now be called as the Zener voltage, the voltage at which breakdown occurs. Okay, and the current at this voltage is called as the knee current. Okay, or minimum current of Zener diode. Why minimum current? Because after this voltage, if you see, the current is increasing. So this is the minimum current in case of Zener diode, and the voltage is called as the Zener voltage or the breakdown voltage. Is it fine? So now when we talk about Zener diode, we talk about the dynamic resistance of Zener diode. Now what is this dynamic resistance? If you see this line is not perfectly vertical. If this line is not perfectly vertical, that means the slope of characteristics is not equal to infinity, because for a vertical line the slope is infinite. If the line was vertical like this, suppose if the line was vertical like this, then what I will say? I will say that the voltage across Zener diode is constant. But now if you see, there is slight change in the voltage, but there is large change in the current. So in case of Zener diode, the voltage changes by small amount when current varies by large amount. Okay, even if the current is varying by large amount, the voltage is only varying by small amount. Now on the y-axis we have current, on the x-axis we have voltage. So if I take the ratio, it will be called as conductance. Conductance is nothing but change in current by change in voltage. This is the change in current or the y-axis. This is the change in voltage or the x-axis. So this is the slope of characteristics. Now this line is nearly vertical, so this slope is very high. It is not perfectly vertical, but it is almost vertical, so the slope is high. If you want to find out Zener resistance, if we wish to talk about Zener resistance, it is called as RZ. It is 1 upon conductance, okay, or you can say 1 upon the slope of the characteristics. Is it fine? So now for ideal Zener diode, what will be the slope? Slope would be infinite. If slope is infinite, what will be the resistance? 1 upon infinity, that is 0. So for ideal Zener diode, the characteristics are perfectly vertical, or you can say that the resistance of Zener diode is 0. Now let us see how we can model the Zener diode just like we modeled a diode. A normal diode we modeled using a battery and a resistance. Same way we will see how we can model the Zener diode. So when we talk about modeling of Zener diode, there are 3 regions. The first region is called as the forward bias region. In forward bias region, the anode voltage should be positive and cathode voltage should be negative. Here anode voltage is more than the cathode voltage. In forward biasing, I have told you that it will behave as a normal diode. In normal diode, while using PWL model, we replace the diode by a voltage drop V gamma and a resistance RD. And this is the diode current ID. So which model is this? This is PWL model. Similarly, in case of CVD model, how we model it? We just model it using a battery, that is V gamma. So this is your CVD model, okay? And this is your diode current. So in forward bias, there is no change in the modeling of Zener diode as compared to normal diode. Then the second mode is reverse bias. But in reverse bias, I am saying reverse voltage is less than Zener voltage, which means no breakdown. I am still not talking about the breakdown region. In reverse bias condition, the voltage of cathode should be positive with respect to anode. In that case, this device is modeled as open circuit. Again, in reverse bias, I am modeling it as an normal diode, not like a Zener diode. There is no difference between a normal diode and a Zener diode in reverse bias region. So which region I am interested in? I am interested in the breakdown region. Okay, so now I will talk about the breakdown region, which is most important in a Zener diode. So third region is breakdown region. Breakdown region means the reverse voltage applied across the diode is more than the knee voltage or the breakdown voltage. In that case, as I have told you, in the characteristics as I showed you, it was like this. This was the Zener voltage, this was the knee current. So there is a constant voltage Vz. So I will replace it by a constant voltage Vz. And due to slope of the characteristics, we will have a small resistance Rz. Now this will be if not ideal, because in ideal Zener diode this line is perfectly vertical, and as I told you, if the line is vertical, the voltage will remain constant like Vz. This is for the case of ideal Zener diode. In ideal Zener diode, the Zener resistance is 0, and this is the Zener current. Because Zener current is negative, Zener current being negative means the current flows from cathode to anode. In forward biasing, the current flows from anode to cathode, but in Zener diode, current will always flow from anode to cathode. Cathode to anode. So remember the polarity of the voltage source that we are connecting. Cathode is positive with respect to anode, and the current is flowing from cathode to anode. So what is the condition? That the reverse voltage should be greater than Zener voltage, and the current through the Zener diode should be greater than the knee current. Then only it can operate in the breakdown region. Next, let us talk about the power dissipation in a Zener diode. Now, as I have shown that in a Zener diode, okay, this is the voltage across the Zener diode Vz. It might be consisting of two voltages. The voltage, a constant component, I will call it as Vzk, and the drop across the resistance. So what is the power dissipation? By KVL, first of all, I will write Vz is Vzk plus Iz into Rz. So what about power dissipation across the Zener diode? It is simply Vz into Iz. Now remember, if you want to find out the maximum power dissipation, in that case you will take the maximum current across the Zener diode. Okay, and this maximum current, it depends on external circuit. It depends on the circuit in which you have connected the diode. Now this should be less than rating of the Zener diode, because if power dissipation is more than rating, then diode will get damaged. So always remember, even the maximum power dissipation is less than rating, so that diode is safe, it does not get damaged. So if I ask you what is the minimum rating of Zener diode, it is equal to Vz into Iz maximum. Never think that minimum rating depends on minimum current. Minimum rating is governed by maximum current, because the rating of Zener diode should be at least the maximum power dissipation, so that diode does not get damaged in any condition or any current through the diode. So remember this concept about power dissipation across the Zener diode. Now if we talk about a term called as voltage regulation, as I have told you, we will be using Zener diode as a voltage regulator. Now what is the purpose of voltage regulator? See, first we had an AC supply. In AC supply, I connected a rectifier to make it DC. Here we get DC supply. Then we connected a filter. I told you about capacitive filter in order to smoothen the waveform. And then we connect a regulator in order to get perfect DC. Now in rectifier, how was the output waveform? It was like this. In a filter, this waveform was like this. Okay, ripple was reduced, but after regulator, I want a constant waveform. How constant waveform? Because as I have told you, the voltage across Zener diode is almost constant. If the voltage across Zener diode is almost constant, so if I create a regulator using Zener diode, I can maintain the voltage as constant. So what is voltage regulation? It is basically fluctuation in output voltage due to change in load. Now if you see that when we switch on the supply at our homes, suppose you suddenly switch on 3 or 4 ACs, then you will see that the intensity of your tube light or bulb will go down. Why does the intensity go down? Because there is sudden dip in the voltage. That means the voltage fluctuates if you change the load on the system, and the amount by which the voltage fluctuates is called as voltage regulation. Okay. So how do we define voltage regulation? We find out the change in voltage between no load and the full load condition. And if we express it as percentage, that is called as the voltage regulation. So it is basically the fluctuation between no load and the full load voltage. So what is the purpose of a regulator? The purpose of regulator is to maintain almost constant voltage even if load changes. I want that even if I am running 5 ACs or 10 ACs, the voltage should not change or the other devices should not get affected by turning on more amount of load. So that means the voltage regulation should be as minimum as possible. So the purpose of voltage regulator is to minimize the voltage regulation. Now this no load condition means that load current is 0, or you can say load resistance is infinite. Full load condition means load current is maximum, or you can say load resistance is minimum. Okay. So that is called as the fluctuation in the load. No load means infinite resistance. Here we will connect the load resistance like this. And no full load means minimum resistance. So let us see how do we design the voltage regulator. If you see, first we have input voltage, this R. R is called as current limiting resistor. Why current limiting resistor? See, if this RL is removed, this entire current I goes into the Zener diode. If high current goes into Zener diode, the diode may get damaged. So in order to control the value of current I or the maximum current through the diode, we need to connect a resistance R. Okay. And this is the input voltage, that is the voltage output of a filter. So this input is coming out from the filter stage, and this is your load resistance. So in this entire derivation, I will consider that the Zener diode is ideal. Zener diode ideal means that the voltage across Zener diode will remain constant. Okay. So in the first case, I will consider that Vi is constant and load is also constant. This is not a practical case because there are always fluctuation in the output voltage. Is it fine? Sorry, in the input voltage. Now, if we draw the circuit, what I told you, we will replace Zener diode by a battery because it is an ideal Zener diode. So this is VZ and this resistance is RL, IL, IZ and I. Now if I want to find out I, how you will write I? VI minus VZ by R. Now the Zener current basically will have two limits. One is the knee current and other is the maximum current, from where this maximum current is derived based on rating of Zener diode. Because if current is very high, then diode may get damaged. In this derivation, what you can say, IL should be VZ by RL and the output voltage will be same as VZ. Now by KCL I can find out IZ. IZ is I minus IL. Remember, this IZ must lie between the minimum current and the maximum current. Okay, these limits should not be exceeded, otherwise either the Zener diode will not work or it will get damaged. So these limits should never be exceeded. Next case, let me change it a bit. Case number 2, I will take if Vi is variable. That is a very good case because most of the times Vi is coming from filter, so it is variable. But I am saying that the load is fixed. Again, what I will do is I will replace the Zener diode by a battery. If I replace Zener diode by a battery, this is VZ, this is VI, this is R, I, IZ, IL. Now again if I find out I is Vi minus VZ by R. But since Vi is variable, I is also variable, so I can say that I max is Vi max minus Vz by R and I min is Vi min minus Vz by R. What about the load current? The load current is again simply Vz by RL. Vz and RL both are fixed, so IL is fixed. So now how to find out minimum current across Zener diode? Zener current is simply I minus IL. If you want minimum Zener current, it should be I. Minimum Zener current is I min minus IL. IL is constant. What about maximum Zener current? It should be I max minus IL. And as I told you about the rating of Zener diode, it should be greater than or equal to Vz into IZ max. The rating should always be greater than the maximum power dissipation, otherwise Zener diode can get damaged. Let us consider another case, case number 3. In this case 3, I will consider that Vi is fixed and RL is variable. Okay. So again what I will do, based on ideal Zener diode, I will replace the Zener diode by a battery. This is RL, IL, IZ and I. So now what you will write? I is Vi minus Vz by R. Now since Vi and Vz are fixed, I is also fixed. What about IL? IL is Vz by RL, but this is variable. Why is this variable? Because RL is variable. So what I will say? IL min is Vz by RL max, which is approximately 0 because RL max is infinite. What is IL max? Vz by RL minimum. When resistance is minimum, current is maximum, and when resistance is maximum, the current is minimum. Now Iz is simply I minus IL. So what I can say? Iz minimum is I is constant. So you will subtract maximum current in order to get minimum difference. What about Iz maximum? I minus IL minimum. If IL minimum is 0, it is I. Again we will say that the rating should be greater than equal to Vz into Iz max. Okay. This condition should be true so that diode does not get damaged. Okay. So that way you have to first judge which parameter is fixed and which is variable, and based on that derive the minimum and maximum current of the Zener diode. So if we summarize what we have learnt in this video, that Zener diode is heavily doped, due to which we talk about Zener breakdown. In breakdown region, I have told you that this diode is replaced by a battery and a resistance. For ideal case, Rz is 0. Then we have seen that that Vi input voltage comes from filter. Okay, and we solve the case like I will be in the circuit Vi minus Vz by R, and load current is Vz by RL. And I told you Zener current by KCL is I minus IL, and I also told you that the rating of Zener diode is greater than Vz into Iz max. Okay, so these things you need to know about Zener diode, and in the next video we'll see how to solve problems that are based on Zener diode. Okay, till then, thank you.
I hope all of you have enjoyed the lecture that we were providing, and all of you learned something very, very good. Now is the time to learn about the Unacademy subscription. So as I told the benefits of the Plus subscription at the very beginning, let's go through them very, very quickly. Live classes you get by the top educators, crash course, rank improvement batch, doubt clearing, weekly quiz, test series, previous year question, practice question, everything in one subscription called as Unacademy Plus. And Iconic is one level higher. It provides you a personal coach who will mentor you on a daily basis, who will guide you on a daily basis, along with providing you study planner, test analysis, study material, and soon enough interview guidance. So if you are looking to join Unacademy, let's see what are the pricing. So my dear friends, before we see the pricing, just see the link. This link will help you crack GATE and ESE with the top rank, because we have created the first ever video book for GATE and ESE for my YouTube family, and you will get the notes as well as the lectures here. Just make sure that you write this link in the uppercase and you will get to the first ever video book for GATE and ESE, and it is nothing but revolutionary. Now let's see the pricing of Plus subscription. So for 12 months the pricing is 3250, but if you apply the code Ankit ESE, it becomes 27225. For 18 months it will be 34650, and for 24 months 39600. Believe me my dear friend, this is the most affordable pricing, and the longer duration subscriptions are more cost effective as compared to shorter duration. Like here it will cost you 1650 per month. Okay, This will be 2000 per month approx. This will be around 20 to 50 per month. Then if you go for Iconic for 12 months, it is 50 to 50 with code Ankit ESE, it becomes 45 to 25. And 2-year subscription becomes 66,600. So the choice is yours, but take a longer duration subscription for more cost-effective solution and to give GATE and ESE at least 2 times, so that if you once crack GATE, in the next attempt you can even get ESE. And other than that, my friends, you can download the Unacademy Learning app right now, because there we provide live classes for free, test series, and live quizzes for free. And once you download it, make sure that you follow this profile. This is my profile, so that whenever I come live, you will get the notification. And this is the Telegram channel for our team. Here you will find all the lecture links, all the lecture files, and all the links for the special classes. Other than that, my friend, my personal Telegram channel also you can join, t.me/gateair1. Here you can get in touch with me and we can take this journey together. Okay. Other than that, we have other YouTube channels like Mechanical, Civil and Telugu, JEE channel, Computer Science, Gate Question and Electrical Junction, Pathshala and GS Terminal. Electrical Junction contains short videos of great concepts. Pathshala provides you animated content. JEE preparation can be done through these 2 channels, Unacademy SSC JEE and GS Terminal. And you can refer the other channels to the other friends in respective branches, so that they can also be benefited. At last, I would like to say, please share, like and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel, and not only subscribe, press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever a new video comes. And share these videos among all your college group, among all your friends, so that we can create the first ever revolution of free education in field of GATE and ESE. Thank you to everybody for dedicating time to watching this video. Please move on to the next one as well, and take the benefit of all the free content that we are providing. And in case you have completed the series, do make sure you watch the other subjects available on this channel. Thank you.